Welcome, this is Nathan, welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at a scenario where the green team, or what I'm going to be calling it for this video, Caspia, forms an empire. Now, Caspia is, well, it's one of the oldest countries in the series, and it's gone through a lot of different shapes and sizes, but if you're wondering where Caspia is, this is it right here. This is Caspia, and we're going to be giving them an empire today. Now, I know what you're saying. They are probably the only migration in Wisco, so how are you going to be giving them an empire? We'll make it work. So, let's begin. So, we're actually not going to have them be the one declaring war. Like, they're going to be buffed. They're going to be... The AA and all that doesn't exist. They're going to be buffed. They're going to have more... They're going to have more of everything. But, the orange team, who's been on a bit of an aggressive expansion recently... Yeah, they're going to be invading the green team down here. Now, this is not their empire video. Just want to make that clear. This is not their empire video. Also, update map. I'm sorry, but... Update map, cool. So the orange team is going to begin their invasion into the green team, and this is the last straw for multiple countries around them. Now, what I mean last straw? Well, they've been on a rapid expansion, and it's the last straw for multiple countries. Mostly the pink team, who is the strongest country in this region. Funny enough, that's kind of ironic. And, they're gonna... Back. The pink team, along with some other countries, which might shock you that they're gonna be joining, they're gonna be all declaring war on, the orange team. The cyan team, who is very weak, they're gonna be joining this because they came around. Now, they are going to put a different side because they did fight against the pink team recently. But they're going to put that aside just to fight against the orange team to get the land back. The yellow team and most scary, Tibet. Now, the orange team did not expect this. They didn't think they were going down that path that they were having a coalition formed against them. But yeah, they are. And it's going to be, well, they're screwed. Honestly, sorry, they're screwed. They immediately lose their land over here and then begin to get pushed back. And, it's here that the green team realizes that this is the perfect opportunity to join. You know, they're getting jumped by everyone. So the green team will join this war. And everyone just looks at the green team as to say, seriously? Oh, I need to refer to them as Caspia. They join the war and barely do anything. They take that. That's about it. I'm not going to bother with the colours, but the pink team's going to help the cyan... The pink team's going to help the cyan team, in a grudge, I guess, to take back their land, which they're going to be able to do. And the green team is now going to start getting help from the other green team. And they are going to be able to take over this coast area. And yeah, at this point, you know, yeah. So let's take a look at this peace treaty. So, taking a look at this peace treaty, we can see that, the orange team is absolutely destroyed. No doubt about it, this is probably going to cripple the country, and it's probably actually going to collapse, but it's not going to, because I said so. So, the pink team will maybe get the most land, well, if not the most valuable land. They'll be taking all this. This green team, I have no idea what to call them, Turkmenistan, I guess. If I can select their colour. We'll be getting this. The yellow, I don't know what colour this is. Burgundy? I have no idea. They'll be taking this. The cyan team will be getting most of their land back. Not all of it, but, you know, take what you get. You better be happy about it, because you're probably on the chopping block for the green team. Speaking of the green team, they get quite a lot of land. And during the peace treaty, they definitely bent the hand of the cyan team and the green team. mostly like they're saying like we're a small nation, can we get more land? And yeah, they did get more land. So the green team's bigger. They're still weak as hell. So yeah, and also somebody's a bit mad that they seem to be back on the rise. So now what? I don't. Sorry, back again. I just had to do something. So the green team has nowhere to go. It's obvious. Their weakest neighbour as of right now is the Cyan team, who is still going to be reincorporating this land over here. But even then, they will get crushed. And they have to be careful, because they have a lot of strong countries around them. Now, these guys are not strong. They're not strong, okay? Don't take that into context that they're strong. But the pink team, they're strong. Tibet, strong. India, the strongest. Persia, strong. And the red team in Caucasia, they're all pretty strong countries. So, they're going to wait. And they're going to wait about 2 years for the peace treaty with the orange team to end. And in this 2 years, they built up their army a lot with the land they got. That rhymed. And once this peace treaty ends with the orange team, troops will flood right back in. Yeah, nobody's opposed to this. I don't think anybody cares to do anything about this. So the orange team will take... The green team will take over all this land by here. And then they go ahead and say to the orange team, give us this land we have right now, and we will leave you alone. The orange team's going to be like, sure, take it. Whatever. So, yeah. The green team will beat the orange team and will take over all of this land. Now, this is huge. This is a huge game for them. But the orange team is looking a bit weak. And, oh, Jesus Christ. And, you know, somebody might still want... Oh, okay, well, they're gone. Yeah, the yellow team just invaded them. Well, I guess you could say they're united, but I don't think they would unite with somebody they were just at war with. So now the green team is on the rise again. Even though they're still probably one of the weakest countries in the world. But at this point, the green team's going to begin building up its military again. As its next target is probably going to start to set a bit of a bad sign on them. Because the green team will be going after the cyan team. Now, the cyan team is definitely a step up from the orange team, who was crippled from their war. But the green team No, the green team does believe they can take them on. So the green team's main focus is going to be to cut off the coast, which begins to go well until it doesn't, as the cyan team will hold them back. And then we see an invasion from here begin to head out, as this is going to head towards to their capital, which I believe is here. And, yeah, the problem the cyan team just did, they just sent all their troops over to here, and there's, like, nothing protecting the capital, so they lose their capital. But with a quicker reorganization, they quickly try and take it back, which they do. But, yeah, the leader of this country's a bit dumb, because now, yep, okay, well, oh. Yep, you just lost your entire coast. And this country's now on the capitulating side, and it will surrender. So let's take a look at this peace treaty. In the peace treaty, the green team will be taking 2 big chunks of land from the pink team. They'll be taking 2 big chunks of land from the cyan team, and the cyan team is left really crippled. You know, they just got that land back, and now they're back to where they started, so good job, you know, back to where you began. Now, I know you might be wondering, why didn't the green team just fully annex them? They can't. A country of the size of the green team where they were, fully annexing a country of that size is just ridiculous. They wouldn't. It's a bit unrealistic, but now, yeah, this is scary. You now border the pink team in 2 areas, and the pink team is way stronger than you. So you might want to be careful, and that's what they're going to be doing. They're going to kind of take a chill pill. You know, people don't like most countries around them don't like the fact that they're on the rise again. But, after about another year of building up and doing a lot of stuff and integrating some land, they go to war with this country. Now, this is core green team territory. This right here is core green team territory. This is where the old capital used to be. So they want it back. And that's what they're going to do. At this point, the green team is... honestly, they're definitely stronger than this team. So when they begin pushing in, this green team's going to call for help from the burgundy team, who's going to be like, nope, you're on your own there, buddy. So unfortunately, yeah, they're going to get crushed. They lose their coast and they lose their capital and then they surrender. So let's take a look at this peace treaty. Which is going to be full annexation. Now I know what I said. I said that they wouldn't fully annex any more countries, but... Wait, what? This is different. This was core green team territory, and yeah, it may have developed away now, but they fully annex it, and this is going to make the red team extremely mad, because the green team is now beginning to come back. But the green team is stuck. They have nowhere to go. The burgundy team is their weakest, kind of their weakest neighbour, and trying to challenge them will be one hell of a challenge. The pink team is way too strong, so you're not ready for that. And you have a peace treaty with the cyan team, well... It's obvious what they're going to do. They're going to wait for the peace treaty with the cyan team to end, and then... Yep, there we go. They invade the cyan team, and... Okay, let's take a look at the peace treaty. Yep. You probably expected it, but they fully annexed the cyan team. Now, at this point, they're going to have to stop. You know, the red team is preparing for war at this point, because they are not having it. You know, the red team's not exactly liking the fact that Caspia is now starting to get back to their, not prime, but they are definitely getting bigger. But they're going to have to build up for their next invasion, which is most likely going to be their biggest challenge yet. But if they can win it, they might be on the rise again. Now, this is going to take a couple of years for them to build up. In this time, well, stuff would obviously be happening, but that I can't exactly show that on the map. But, after a long time building up, the dictator is ready for his next move, and this move is really going to be the deciding factor whether the green team is back or not. They declare war on the burgundy team. Now, this is going to be interesting, because at this point, Tibet is also going to be a bit worried about this, because they don't really want them to be on their border, but... The green team's going to begin its invasion into the burgundy team. At this point, these two are matched evenly for power. So, their main goal is to capture the southern area, which is the most developed. And this goes well, at first, until it doesn't. The burgundy team will begin to hold them back, and the invasion that was planned over here did happen. But yeah, it kind of failed. And there's now a stalemate. The green team is now embarrassed, because they just tried to take on their strongest country yet, and they're now in a stalemate. So the leader's going to start going into his reserves. Now, the reserves of this country are not very big, but he's going to start dipping into them, and he's going to use these reserves to smash through this stalemate and go straight towards the capital. I'm sure it's down here somewhere. But, this goes well at first. And then it fails. And this was a really bad choice, because... How did I select that out of everything? This was a bad choice, because now they're getting pushed back until they are able to hold a front line. Now, unfortunately, with this, they did lose land up here as well. So, yeah, maybe not the smartest idea. So, at this point, he's in the reserves, and, you know, this is a hard war. But he's going to just completely abandon this front. Now, the burgundy team, they're a bit skeptical about this, but they go in anyway. They begin taking troops away from this front line, and as a whole, they begin taking troops away from this entire front line. So once these troops begin to enter, they're like, what's going on? Well, what's going on is a spearhead. And unfortunately, this spearhead is going to be successful. As soon as the burgundy team realizes what was happening, it's already too late. They have a ton of troops encircled, even though they did try and get as many out as they could. And around 100,000 troops are going to be encircled and killed. Yeah, 100,000, and considering these countries aren't exactly the strongest, that's a lot. Now, the green team's gonna push over towards the orange team now, because, yeah, the burgundy team's really lost all morale. So they push over to the green team, but at this point, the green team has to make peace. The green team is now exhausted of resources from this war, so they're gonna make peace. So let's take a look at this peace treaty. In the peace treaty, the green team will be taking all of this, and this is a huge game for the green team. They are now probably starting to get up there to the pink team at this point. But yeah. With all this new gained land, they're gonna immediately start to develop it. But yeah. Now where? You have a peace treaty with this guy. The pink team would be that would be a hard fight. At this point, the red team is now getting on your nerves. So yeah, the red team. Let's talk about them. The red team does not like this. It's obvious, and they're gonna guarantee the independence of Persia. And the green team is like, okay, sure, but you're not gonna guarantee the independence of Afghanistan. Now, this is risky. Afghanistan is not a strong country, but it borders two really powerful countries, Tibet and India. So when troops move in and begin taking land, Afghanistan is going to actually start getting aid from India. Not too much, but it's going to be some aid. So the green team is going to push into Afghanistan, and it goes well until it doesn't. They get pushed back by Afghanistan, and this is humiliating for the green team government. So, yeah, the green team's going to reorganize some troops, and it's going to push back in, and... Oh, we're getting pushed back. Oh, we're getting pushed back again. So, yeah, the green team's just going to offer peace and say, sorry for this, can we just take some land, and we'll agree never to invade you again? And the orange team is going to be like, sure. So, the green team is going to be taking this amount of land. And that is embarrassing, because, you know, you just flex your muscles against the country you're on your strength level, and you just lost to this guys who aren't even as strong as you. But it's at this point that India is going to come in and it's going to say something. They're going to guarantee the independence of the orange team. Nope, you are not taking all of it. Do not get greedy, green team. They're going to guarantee the independence of the orange team and Tibet. You probably couldn't see that. They're going to guarantee the independence of these two countries. And the green team had no plans to invade Tibet, but they might have wanted to take over this entire country, as it would be a nice boundary area between India and them. But hey, who cares? Because we're re-invading the yellow team. Now, the green team is about to have a coalition formed against them, but I'm not going to allow that. But yeah, the yellow team, yeah, I don't need to show this. So in the peace treaty, they're gone. Now, honestly, if I was the green team, I'll take what I've got now. I would take what I've got now and I'd be happy, because what I've got now, what the green team has now is a lot of their old land plus some extra land back. And considering what they were in the beginning of this video, I'd be happy with that, but obviously they're not happy with it. They want more. And considering the fact that you can't invade Tibet or the orange team, and Persia is also guaranteed the independence of the red team, there's only really one area to go. North. And how familiar this is. The green team versus the pink team, or Kazakhstan versus Caspia. At this point, the green team is way stronger than Kazakhstan. But Kazakhstan is still going to try and put their best effort into this war. Green team troops will immediately move in and capture the area of the orange team that was occupied by the pink team. And they immediately begin pushing in very fast. One of the goals is to cut off the coastline to the Caspian, which is not going to happen. But troops are entering from all around here. And, yeah, they're doing a good job until they don't, because the pink team's now got their army ready. The pink team will make a surprising smash against the green team's army, which they were not expecting, but they really smashed right into here and actually cut off these guys from the other guys, and this entire army over here is killed. Now, this is embarrassing, but the reason this happened is because the green team just kind of invaded the pink team without any preparations. They just went straight in, didn't care what happened, they just wanted land. Luckily, however, there is a country that is willing to help them. The Cyan team. Now, the Cyan team, yeah. It's interesting that they're going to be helping the green team here, but it's mostly because they are looking to expand west, as they took land from the pink team, and obviously their government's kind of in the mindset of rapidly expanding now. So, yeah. The Cyan team will join the war, and we can send their troops in. Now, the pink team did not sign up for a two-front war, so the pink team's going to be like, okay, hold on. Can we offer peace? And the green team and Cyan team just laugh and say, no. The pink team, now having to stretch its forces across two front lines, is going to begin to just get crushed. So, yeah, the pink team's now losing a ton of land, and unfortunately, the pink team's screwed. Yeah, two countries going to war with it that are strong is not good. So the pink team will just agree to peace. Like, they just say this: take what you want, as long as it's not in our capital region, and we will be fine. So, yeah, they should make peace. And in the peace treaty, the pink team, oof, yeah, they lose a lot of land. The Cyan team will be taking a huge chunk of land, and they now are very big. And the green team will be getting a ton of land, which is basically going to mark the return of the green team. They'll be oh god, no. They'll be taking all of this. And at this point, the green team is officially back. They are now on the back. That's interesting. This is the most up-to-date map, so why is this not part of China? Oh god. But yeah, that's going to do it for this video. That's going to be what the green team formed an empire. Now, it's very likely that at this point, they would have a coalition formed against them. Mostly because of the fact that they are huge, and the leader might still be looking to expand the country. But that's going to be it for this video. That's what the green team formed an empire. And I did it. I gave them an empire. This isn't really an empire, it's more of them just reclaiming their old land. But that's going to be it for this video. I really hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.